Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
Yo!
Got to pump it up.
Happy Halloween, bitches. Hey!
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
That's a good song. That's a good song. I could listen to that song on repeat over and over and over again. Happy Halloween, guys. What's going on? Hope everyone's had a fantastic day. Nothing really going on for Bitcoin, but it's the monthly close. So can we expect some monthly close shenanigans tonight or going into tomorrow with the monthly open? Let's go, man. Let's go. You guys like my costume, by the way? I'm supposed to be a fiery bull. I'm supposed to be a bull on fire, but I don't know. It looks kind of creepy, actually. I don't know if I like it. Wargasm. Yeah, I saw Solana, man. Solana's killing it, man. We'll talk about Solana. We'll talk about Solana today. Sushi with a good move today. INJ keeps killing it. Conflux with a good move today. XRP catches a little bit of a bid, which is cool. But we got the monthly freaking close, and the monthly close is looking very, very good for Bitcoin. That is what's important today, man. Your mascara is running. Yes, guys. Yes. And yes, guys. And yes, I am wearing mascara. I do have a Corona, guys. So we're celebrating Halloween, even though I don't really celebrate Halloween. But I'm celebrating Halloween with a nice little Corona over here. So maybe you guys can join me. I don't know if you guys can today, but Gen X, what's up, bro? Always great to see you live stream, Jordan. Pump it up. Let's go, man. I want to play Pump It Up when we're really pumping. I couldn't help myself, though. You guys were bearish on the Halloween music. And like, for one day, guys, you can't just sit with the Halloween music. We got John M complaining in the chat about the Halloween music. It's like, come on, John M. Lighten up a little bit. You're always grumpy, my man. Can't be like Bath, who's always high and happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. He's horny. Keith, we're all horny, man. It's Halloween. Okay? You got to be a little bit horny on Halloween. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's all the ghosts and ghouls out there. Okay? No matter what flavor you like, it's outside. You know what I'm saying? Nola! What's up, bro? Tito Gaines. Probably a lot of people at Halloween parties today. I don't know if people have Halloween parties on Tuesdays. You know? Anyways, guys, Bitcoin just kind of consolidating. We call this upwards accumulation. Okay? Where Bitcoin kind of just making higher lows in some sort of like ascending triangle structure, which is the bear's worst nightmare, right? It makes the bears think, you know, shit, am I doing the right thing? Or am I pooping my pants a little bit because we're getting some bullish accumulation inside of a little bit of an ascending triangle structure after we already pumped? So that's the question today. But today's more so the talk of the monthly close. And we've said this, man. I think when you break out of a 7-month range with some oomph, with some fire, like the bullhorns are showing, right? It's hard to be bearish with the monthly close breaking out of a 7-month range, breaking back above levels, right? That were previously 2021 support, now flipping into resistance. It's hard to be bearish, my friends, right? With that monthly close. So we're looking good. We're looking tasty. And we're looking like we're going to close with a nice, girthy, no-wick monthly candle above the 2021 lows, which, you know, if we look at this as a deviation, could we possibly be seeing the 40K sometime soon? My answer to that question is yes. Depends on what you believe. But things are looking good, and things are looking very, very good on this monthly close, my friends. We'll talk about that a little bit today. Clint, what's up, man? Clint's horny, man. I bet Clint wants to absolutely destroy his wife tonight. Clint, I bet you, for some reason, I bet you want to slay your wife tonight. I bet you just mowed the lawn. I bet you're tired, right? I bet you're about half a box wine deep because, you know, your kids are too old to go trick-or-treating now. So, you know, what do you got to do? You slam the box wine. I can picture Clint. I can picture Clint. I can picture Clint slamming the box wine on Halloween going, "Oh, Christ, I got to give kids freaking candy today. They got to work for that shit. All these kids with no calluses. Shit, man. Oh, ding dong. Oh, here we go. There's one of them coming to the door right now. Here he is. Hey, sir. Hey, sir. Hey, Clint. Hey, I live next door. Can I have to get some candy? Yeah, my daddy. My daddy said I could come over today. Yeah, can I get some candy? Show me your friggin' hands! You got no calluses? You ain't getting no candy! Oh, man. I had to take a picture today. Shout out to Clinty, man. You gotta love Clinty on a beautiful, 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 beautiful Halloween night. You know? Aiko said, just put a bag of candy outside. Just put a bag of candy outside and say, take one. It's so bad, man. Like, that, to me, you're better off putting... Here's my personal opinion. You guys, I mean, a lot of you guys, you know, probably put candy outside, whatever. Here's my personal opinion. If you're just going to put the whole basket of candy outside, you're better off offering no candy. Putting the basket outside with candy... It just shows how lazy you are. You just don't want to answer the door every time. That's not the Halloween spirit. Now, am I doing anything with Halloween? No. Right? Halloween's not one of my favorite holidays. But, you know, it's either you answer the door to every kid or you do no candy. There's no in between. There's no this half-ass shit. Right? Put some calluses on and serve the candy to the damn kids. You know? Yeah, shout out to Charles WP3111. Good to see you back, man. He came in with the super chat. He said, long time no see. Promised I wouldn't pay attention until Bitcoin spent a week above 34K. Just let my DCA do its job. That's what I'm talking about, man. He's back. A week over 34K.
We're going to the moon.
He's back. I hope to see you in the markets over the next 2 years, my friends. Good to have you back, my guy. Seriously. Anyways. Bitcoin, yeah. I mean, short-term time frame is Bitcoin kind of just consolidating up. One thing I am watching this 4-hour RSI. You guys know I like the 4-hour I like the RSI downtrends or uptrends, and watching to see if momentum can break. Right. So we look at these momentum indicators. We get the 4-hour to break. Right. I would expect price to follow. So we're right at that kind of 4-hour, you know, level where we could see some type of break on momentum. If we see this get a close above, I'm expecting price to kind of follow through. But we're kind of just waddling around in here, crabbing around to see eventually if we can get that next move to the upside, which I think the most obvious level and kind of the level everyone's looking for is 38 to 40K if you were a bull. And I do agree that's sort of a big level on the charts. And I would expect a little bit of resistance up here at 38 to 40K. And then maybe just waddle around up here for a little bit. Maybe the altcoins catch a little bit of a bid in that meantime. But waiting for that next move on the corn, my friends.
Long time no see. Promised I wouldn't pay any attention until BTC spent a week over 34K. Just let my DCA do its job.
Wow. The DCA do your job, man. I mean, the DCA did its damn job. The DCA did its damn job. You know? The big thing we've got to watch, guys, and continue, look at Total 3. Total 3 looks like, what's the 2-day close? The 2-day close is coming in tonight. And it looks like we're going to actually get that, one of these 2-day daily closes above the downtrend resistance of this descending triangle. Now, we're still in the 50 moving average band, so we got to break out of the 50 moving average band. We've gotten, one altcoin season that's gotten stopped here back in April. We've gotten a second one that stopped back here in July. And you can see we're back at that same level now. So this will be really telling to see if the altcoin market will catch a little bit of a bid. Can we finally put this descending triangle behind us? That's the big question over the next, couple weeks here. And we'll be watching this like a damn hawk. But definitely a time to pay attention to this. And if this starts to break up, well, we can put this descending triangle to rest and have any of the PTSD from 2018 Bitcoin, we can put that to rest, So good shit there on the altcoin market. And I think there's some really interesting charts right now. And we're going to talk about a few of them today. One of them is NEAR. NEAR is looking like a wake-off motherfucker. Sorry, my language. This is not work-friendly. But if you're still, some of you guys are probably still at work on the West Coast. NEAR is looking like a wake-off mother effer. Okay? That's what happens when you get some corona in me. The F word starts flying. Yeah, so we got NEAR here, man. I mean, we got the one low, we got the second low. What we were waiting for NEAR, a reclaim of the range. And we've now seen the reclaim of the range. So
strap up, we're going to the moon.
Could we see the wake-off happen on NEAR, which we've already seen play out on the likes of Chainlink, Bitcoin Cash. We've seen it on Solana. We've seen it on a plethora of altcoins that have had the same exact setup. And we're starting to see this setup happen and show up itself on a lot of the ones that have been lagging, right? So NEAR's been lagging. Catch-up time. I actually bought some NEAR today. Because I told you guys, how do I get bullish? Either we go to the next support, we break back above the 2 previous lows. We broke back above the 2 previous lows. I have bought in some NEAR today. And I'm looking for the range high at the very, very least. Right? So NEAR, looking a little wake-offy. I like that one. There's a plethora of other ones we can go over. But I think what we need to do is, I know the Solana soldiers. Guys, don't join any army. You don't need to be in an army. Guys, I am going to be a part of the Solana soldiers. The XRPers kicked me out, and so the Cardano army, they kicked me out of there too. But yeah, the 837th biggest channel on the interwebs has got to join an army. So I'm going to join the Solana army. They'll accept me with open arms. Bro, we want nothing to do with you. We want nothing to do with you. Stay away from our army. Stay away from our army. Everything you're touching is turning into dust. Stay away from our damn army. No, but I think that the Solana army deserves a little bit of a pump song. I think it does. As we break it back above 37, 68. But absolutely massive move on Sol. We'll talk about the chart in a second, but Sol Army. I love it, my friends. Do I own any Sol? No, but I am happy for everyone that does. And I'll say this, okay? Sol has shown up like a beast in times where, we sort of put it off, right? So ascending triangle breaks to the upside. We're coming up to that 38.75 level, which we've talked about these equal lows here. Equal highs on Sol of this 38.75. Been pretty convinced we're going to take those out. What happens when we take those out? That's a different story, but definitely get into a level where I would expect a little bit of resistance coming in, right? Between like 39 and like 39 and 40, right in that range. I would expect a little bit of resistance for Sol, but at the moment, absolutely crushing it. Does not give a flying F what anyone thinks. So shout out to the Solana sort of fanboys there. The other one there, I told you guys, this is going to be the second altcoin that hits all-time highs. COS was the first one, and I'll continue to pound my fist about INJ. I will continue to pound my fist about INJ. It will be the second altcoin to hit all-time highs. Okay? And we're almost there. So
strap up, we're going to the moon.
We're almost at all-time highs. And, What can we say? We're going to 100K tomorrow.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
No, I'm just playing. But coming up to a big level on INJ, $15. Definitely has been an absolute beast too. And what you've noticed is there's been specific altcoins that have absolutely outpaced everything. And I think it's very obvious which ones are going to do well in the bull market at this point. Yo, Clint! What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Clinty. Ah, man. Who else we got? Wait, Woods and Waters has got a picture now? That's bullish!
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
That's bullish, man. Let's see. Zen Shu. Listen, man. You don't got to be saying that shit in the chat, my friend. Okay? You think you're funny by making that comment? I don't think so, my friend. All right? Go somewhere else, right? Have fun. Have a good day. And I hope you enjoy your life. Eiko, they know how to hunt in the urban jungle? Hell yeah, they do. Hell yeah, they do. Anyways, 34,600 on the corn. 34,600. So still just kind of chilling and waddling around in sort of the crabbish market this week. Wargasms is shocking that Jordan doesn't hold Solana. You don't have to hold Solana. You can hold any of the other ones that have done well. You know what I mean? Like, there's 50 altcoins that have done well, you know? Let's see. Rodney, what's going on, my friend? What's going on, Rodney, my friend? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Data Wetter said, Sol, any chance of taking a peek at ETH Sol? ETH Sol? Yeah, we could take a ETH Sol a little bit. But anyways, I gotta say, guys, I mean, the most bullish chart to me is the Bitcoin versus S&P SPX chart. Once again, I think this shows that no matter if, you know, sort of the S&P takes a hit, Bitcoin's going to outpace the S&P just based off this chart. I think, you know, putting to rest any type of thing where it's going to say, okay, if the SPX nukes, which is totally fine, like if it does, I still expect Bitcoin to outpace it. So I'm really not that worried about Bitcoin, to be quite honest, because this chart is really as bullish as you can get. And it goes with the Bitcoin USD chart of, once again, I mean, guys, it's just a classic range reclaim, right? So if this was a 4-hour chart, we would target the range highs, right? So we can look at it the same way. It's a monthly chart, right? So when you break back above important lows, just like we looked at with NEAR, right? And that's why I bought NEAR. You got Bitcoin coming back into its old range. Any type of sort of false breakdown, we look for the range highs, right? Eventually. Is it going to happen tomorrow? No, but very simplistic way to look at it, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist. But you know, that's simply what I'm looking for Bitcoin, and you know, when you look at this, right? When Bitcoin's broke above these major levels, like 2020, right? There was this 10 to 12K level, which on the monthly was such a big level, and as soon as Bitcoin got to close above that level, it was off to the races, right? When you go back over here, say 2016, it couldn't get back above this like $400 to $600 level, right? As soon as it did, we went above, we back tested, and we were off to the races. So it's a big breakout, man. And once again, I always say this: I don't think people are bullish enough. I will say this again: I don't think people are bullish enough. When you got all these things happening, right? I still think people are taking this too lightly, and many people are still on the sidelines. Many people are not accumulated what their goal was when they started the bear market because of fear and whatnot. And it's just gonna play catch up. It's gonna play catch up. What's up for Hoofty? Is Savvy still bearish? Of course he is. He's never gonna be bullish. The day Savvy turns bullish, you gotta sell your whole portfolio, my friend. You know, you really, really do. You got to sell your whole damn portfolio as soon as Savvy turns bullish, man. You know, that at least that's the goal. That'll be one of the sell signals. One of the sell signals is the meme coin rally. If meme coins start running, get the hell out of the way. Sell everything you got. except the meme coins. So you can hold the meme coins and sell everything else. And then, yeah, if Savvy turns bullish. Dro, what do you cut near? Not financial advice. Oh, where do I cut near if it goes back down? I basically would hold this until, if it broke back below this June low, it would look pretty bad, right? So anywhere above there is fine. Anywhere above there, right? So if it just waddles in here for a little bit, like right here, say if Bitcoin kind of just cools down, this just chills. If it just waddles in here, that's fine. But anywhere below that June low, I just cut it. But I honestly, the way this chart looks, I do not see it going back down there. I think this little final dip kind of took out what was left of any sellers, and you could see the buyers just stepping in right below those two previous lows. That's why I really like near, and it's all the L1s, man. The L1s, which are all like some of the worst charts, are now looking like some of the best charts now that they reclaimed some into their levels, right? So near, what's another one? Polkadot. Let's look at Polkadot real quick. Where the frick is dot, bro? I gotta sort by name here. Polkadot. Right? Broke below these two previous lows, deviated, got back into the range. Now you can see it's holding above these two lows here, just waddling around. So if it just waddles around here, that's fine. But even Polkadot, right? It really is, like, when you just look at this, now that we've reclaimed those lows, it really is just the Wyckoff structure. That's what it is. I mean, remember some of those ones we played pretty well a couple months ago? It was like Chainlink, it was SHIB, it was Bitcoin Cash. Now you got all these ones kind of looking like this now, with Bitcoin looking good, which is obviously, you need Bitcoin looking good for these to play out. So DOT, you got Atom's looking like that too, where you got Atom now breaking. Atom's not quite there, but it's at the December and June lows. Right below, right? Pushes up a little bit higher. It's the same thing. And the other one was, what was the other one? Shit. It's all the L1s. Cardano, ADA. ADA's the same shit. ADA's up a little bit higher already though. Right? So it's all the same chart. They're all doing the same shit. Same shit, different day. Wyckoff. You know what it is, Link. Link Marine called the I remember when Link Marine got the chain link called right too, man. That was pretty good. Link Marine had that chain link Wyckoff, and that damn did that play out. Damn did the chain link Wyckoff play out, my man. Let's go.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
You know? Billy said, trick question. Cosmos is 12% APY. Would you dump 5K into it and ride that APY out until bull run? LOL, that's pretty good return. It depends if you have to stake it. I'm not a big fan of staking, to be honest. I never want my crypto that I can't sell it. Now, if you're just holding it, right, and it's somewhere you can get 12%, and you can sell it whenever you want, that's different. I'm not a big, I know people love staking and shit. I'm not a big fan of staking, to be honest. One, because I don't trust any project with my money after Luna. Okay. Two, I want to be able to sell anything when I want to. Imagine riding something up, you kill it, and then you're staked, and then it goes into a bear market. You'd be so pissed, right? So you got to ask yourself, like, if you are staking it, you got to ask yourself, is that 12% worth it to not be able to sell when you want? To me, no. It's 12% in the grand scheme of things is really not that much in crypto. Like 12% is such a small amount in crypto. And in any other market, 12%, yippee. We're jumping up and down in joy. But 12%, that's for bonds. Just kidding. That's like 2 times bonds. That's like 2 times bonds, man. Shit. Let's see. He doesn't look at meme coins. Oh, Clint's calling Casa meme coin. Oh, we got a fight in the chat.
Bruh.
The chat, man. You gotta love the fight in the chat. You really, really do. Roddy said, Jordan, you ready for Crow to pump? Bro, I'm ready for everything to pump. I'm ready for every damn thing to pump. It doesn't matter what you show me. Okay? I've said this a million times. When the market's really bullish, everything goes up. It doesn't matter what is the name of the coin. It is gonna go up. The question, the real challenge is finding out what's gonna pump the most. It doesn't take a genius to tell you, oh, Bitcoin's bullish, this altcoin's gonna go up. That doesn't take a genius. An ape could tell you that. But which one's gonna go up the most? That's always the hardest part to figure out, you know? Even EOS will go up during the bull market, you know? Even EOS will go up during the bull market. Let's see. You got, thanks for coming out on Halloween. You guys are the homies for coming out on Halloween, man. Let me tell you. Yeah, they're supposed to go trick-or-treating. We are crypto homies. We go trick-or-treating. Guys, I'm going trick-or-treating after. I'm putting on my costume, and I'm going to steal all the kids' candy that they're supposed to get. I'm putting on my bull costume, or my other costume. I can wear this too if I want, you know? I can totally wear this costume if I want to, but I'm going trick-or-treating after, and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal, bro. Let's go. We hate our families. Well, listen. If you do have a family and you're here right now, well, you know, you got to do what you got to do. You know, maybe you just needed some time off from the wife or something, man. I don't know. But, you know, if you don't got a family, this is where you want to be. Just got back from India. John, nice, man. I'm jealous of you, dude. I think we all need a vacation at some point, you know? Shit, we definitely do. All right. I wanted to show you guys this. I posted this on Twitter today, and I thought this was really, really interesting. You know, this is the type of thing I like to look at when I hear people say that everyone's greedy and the market is super, super frothy and oh my God, like look at all the moon boys. I like to bring up like the Google interest to see what like are the newbies, because this is going to tell us if the newbies are really interested. Right? Obviously on us on YouTube, you're going to be searching crypto. There's got to be Moon Boys posting Moon Boy content like me calling for 40K, right? It is what it is, right? You're going to have that stuff. But are the newbie, not the newbies, but the non-bear market crypto crew, right? The bandwagoners, as I like to call them, right? Are they really interested, right? And this is basically the Google interest of altcoins, simply altcoins. Okay, you can see that when the market's super bullish, people are searching altcoins, right? It's pretty simple. You can see right now, right, just like it was in 2018, 2019, and 2020, there is zero interest in altcoins. Zero. Even with Bitcoin moving up, even with some of the altcoins, some of them doing 10 or 2, 3, 4, 5x's at this point, you can see there is no interest in the altcoin market. And it's stuff like this that reminds you of, you know, it might be a meme for people to say, oh, you're so early, or, you know, oh, you know, am I really early? My answer to that is yes. And I always like to say this. You don't need to time the exact bottom. If you're just coming in now and, you know, you feel like you missed out, there is plenty of charts. Like we looked at with some of the alts that are still at lows. We are very, very early, my friends, right? So I want to make this a thing, because I feel like maybe some people felt like they missed out on something. They feel like they made, you know, a poor choice or whatever. You can recover from that because the market ain't even frothy. You know what I mean? So just remember where we are. Just remember that, you know, you really didn't miss anything. This is some bullshit action going on right now, fellas. So whenever I hear like, oh my God, the market is so greedy right now, bro. Oh my God, everyone's bullish. If everyone was bullish, this shit would be all the way up here if everyone was freaking bullish. But ain't no one searching altcoins, my guys, right? And that's how you know really if the market's like too greedy, is if people are really, really interested in altcoins, and you just ain't seen it yet, you know? Exactly, Mr. Miles. Mr. Miles, we've talked about this many times. When do the normies get interested? When Bitcoin's hitting the headlines, right? When Bitcoin's, oh my God, Bitcoin's at all-time highs. That's usually when the normies come back, and that's usually when, all right, Bitcoin's going up, you know, to all-time highs whenever it is, you know, next year, some point. I mean, if it's anything like the last cycles, we should expect Bitcoin to be at all-time highs somewhere at point next year, right? That's when you're going to see this chart start to explode, right? So don't feel down if you missed on anything, and we don't always get everything right, but you know, you got to have some cojones, you know, to make some type of move before the herd comes, because if the herd comes, you know, it might be already too late. The hater rally is going to continue. I agree, man. I am totally with that perspective of right now it's this weird phenomenon that I have not seen for Bitcoin in my years in crypto. I have not seen this type of divergence, right? And I don't know if it's going to continue. Maybe this will be a meme in 2 weeks, Bitcoin nukes and we all just go into a meme, but I have not seen this divergence between Bitcoin and stocks in all my years of crypto. It almost always follows the stock market week to week. Maybe not day to day, but week to week. I have not seen this type of divergence, and like I said, in all my years of crypto. And I think it's leaving people off sides, right? People are waiting for the nuke because the S&P, the NASDAQ, they're all nuking, but Bitcoin is just making green candle after green candle, holding despite stocks having like a minus 2% day, which is a crash in the stock market, but Bitcoin doesn't. It chills. It's the honey badger. And I think when you couple that with you got some of the biggest people in the world, right? Not just Larry Fink, but also the other guy. I think the Fidelity guy also saying that Bitcoin is a flight to safety and Bitcoin is a flight to quality. You got something's changing, right? Some switch has been flipped since about the middle of this year, and who knows what it is. But you can say that the charts are showing that something changed, right? The charts show that something changed. You might not think something changed, but the charts are showing that something changed, right? When you got all the equities and everything else just absolutely nuking, but you got even altcoins are going up. Something has changed. I don't know what it is, but I'm here for the ride, and I'm glad I got the spot BTC, and I'm glad that we caught some of the altcoin moves, and I'm glad the homies are here, right, before the halving. The key is here to make it to the damn halving, man. That's all you got to do. Do not get wrecked before the halving. Don't overtrade. Don't over-leverage trade. Don't wipe out your whole account before the halving. Just make it and survive. That's all you need to do. Really, really, it's that simple. Yo, Dan! Yo! We got Dan Maines in the house, baby. Let's go, man. Dan the frick Maines. Let's go. Easy. What's up, bro? Pump song Soul. Is Soul still moving? Oh my God, Soul. It's right at that resistance, but you know, we're gonna play the pump song. We're gonna play the pump song again for Soul.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Shout out to the Solana. I don't like the Solana soldiers. That's such a weak name. The Solana solicitors. That's what I like, the Solana solicitors. That's way better. $38. $38.16 for the big old Solana, bro. Big old Solana. INJ making another new, actually, 14.18 on INJ as well. I don't really hear anyone talking about this one. You know, it's funny, guys. I feel like this one's just sneaky. I hear everyone talking about Solana. I hear everyone talking about Chainlink. I don't hear anyone talk about INJ, which makes me more bullish about this one too. As soon as George makes a video on this one, I'm TPing. Until then, we're good. Let's see. Yeah, XRP also. We look at the XRP chart. XRP has finally broken back above this 56-cent resistance level, which obviously we pumped into it. We dumped back below. We said as long as we stay below this, you know, that's your classic kind of deviation, but it's actually gotten back above. So, you know, you get back above here, you know, you target back up to 90 cents, right? So XRP also, really nice little move there, which is really nice. Man, I want the Bitcoin pump. I want the Bitcoin pump on the monthly close. That's what I want, fellas. We're going to stay on to the monthly close tonight, guys. My goal is to finish this whole giant Corona on... it's the big Corona, too. It's the big Corona on the monthly close stream. Yo, Mike! Mike, you just get here, you weirdo? Mike, where have you been? Where have you been, Mike? Excuse me. Where have you been? You should have been here at 7 o'clock. We started... You're a little late. You're a little late. You're a little late. Let's see. Rod said, INJ been my best 12-month performer. Hell yeah, man. Hell to the frick yeah. Let's go, man. That's how we do it. Long it now, guys. Long it. Hey, listen. Listen, people, you know, I always like to say this. What is one side effect of a bear market? A side effect of a bear market gives people PTSD. And it basically gives people PTSD. So what a lot of people just forget. You know, a lot of people forget what happens when Bitcoin gets really bullish. And I think it's two things. One, people don't think Bitcoin's that bullish, and number two, people forget what happens when it actually does. You know, guys, in a bull market, you kind of have to FOMO. Like, if you want to enter something, you're going to be FOMOing. You know what I mean? Like the 1 hour, 15-minute cancels, you're going to get small little pullbacks. But like, if something's really bullish, the chart's going to look like Solana. Like, it's not really going to give you that many entries, right? It's just going to kind of cruise up. I mean, look, Solana's been up only since $17. It's now 38 and it hasn't given you a pullback. Like, sometimes that's what happens, right? And I'm not saying like FOMO into a resistance level, but if you're looking up and you say, okay, I think this is going to go here, a lot of people forget, you know, it is what it is. Like some of this one, like INJ, right? We got it in around the bull market support band, but it's been $7 to 14 and it hasn't given you any pullbacks, you know? And that's not going to be everything, right? But a lot of people forget. A lot of people forget, man. And they got the PTSD. 30K Bitcoin price was Elon Musk entry. Mm-hmm. Did you guys know that Michael Saylor is like, I don't know how much he's in profit now, man. I'm telling you right now, Michael Saylor is going to go down as like, if this cycle plays out, even if Bitcoin goes back to all-time highs, like minimum, even if Bitcoin just goes back to like 60K, Michael Saylor is going to go down as like having the biggest effing cojones in the history of the world, man. You know what I mean? Like, this dude put his balls on the line, and you know, everyone, you know what's funny? You know, everyone loves to troll Michael Saylor, but a lot of the people who troll Michael Saylor are going to end up having a higher entry than he does, you know? And I always like to say this, like, if you have a higher entry point than I think his entry is 29.5 average. If you have a higher entry point than 29.5 average, Michael Saylor has out traded you by buying all the tops. Think about that for a second.
Savvy said he will flip bullish after break of ATH.
Savvy said he will flip bullish after break of all-time high. Bro. And he won't either. He just don't. He won't. Because last bull market was the same shit. Bitcoin broke 20K. It was the whole thing all the way to 70. Oh, Lord. You gotta be kidding me. There's no way he said that. There's no way. You're trolling, my man. Yeah, shout out to the stranger came in with the super chat. Thanks for coming in and supporting the stream, my man. But I don't believe you that he said that. I there's no way he came on and said, "What's going on, guys? It's Savvy." Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've been fishing for the last week. All right. Yeah, I've been fishing. I actually been fishing. Okay. I wasn't just trying to ignore Twitter and YouTube. I've been fishing. Yeah. I'm super loud when the price goes down, and I don't say anything when the price goes up. But yeah, man, I will remain bearish on Bitcoin until Bitcoin breaks all-time highs. Yes, Bitcoin has to break 69,420. All right, 69,420 before I get bullish. Until then, I remain bearish, and this is just a third wave to the upside. How many times oh my god. All right, I always like to say this, man. You know, sometimes I feel like people would rather be right than make money. I've said this multiple times. It's okay to admit when you were wrong. No one is always right. Lord. I respect anyone more than anything if they can tell me that they were wrong. If someone just comes out and says, listen, I thought this was going to happen. I was wrong. I'm flipping the other way. I will have more respect for them unless they just constantly stay the same way.
Hey George,
you know?
What you thinking about dollar cyber? Enjoying your streams since last bull run. Much love from Germany.
Let's see. What are you thinking about cyber? Enjoying your stream since last bull run. Much love from Germany. Let's go, Duke Fix. Let's go, man. About cyber. I don't know what that is. So I can't really comment on it. I mean, I can look at the chart real quick, but we'll look at it real quick. I don't want to do too many of the altcoin shill kind of things, but I don't know anything about this project. All I can see is it's been going up. It's up about 2x from the lows. So you've been killing it if you got in at the lows. I really can't tell you much. All I'll say is probably this at least takes this wick on this move up. Right, you see that wick? It's probably going to fill that wick. What it does after that, who knows? It's going to depend on what Bitcoin does, right? So, good shit, right? Good shit so far. I'll give you a little bit of this.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Right? I'll give you a little bit of this. Pump. The frick? One more. Okay, it's not going to do it. But I don't know anything about the project, man. But definitely a good chart. Definitely a good chart. That's all I can say about that one, my man. Come on, Bitcoin. We want a holiday. We want a holiday pump. Guys, put your hands together. Put some clapping in the chat if you want a holiday pump, because I'm feeling it in my nipples. I'm feeling it in my balls. My George nipples. George's mouth on my nipples is singing this. George's mouth nipples. I want a Halloween pump on the monthly close. 18 minutes till the monthly close, guys. 18 minutes. 18 minutos. Oh, we don't want this. We don't want this. Put your hands together. You guys haven't seen... Oh, wait, I still need to show you my George nipples. Guys, what price should I show you my George nipples?
Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you
Send it.
pump it up. You've got to pump it up.
Send it. Yeah. I love it. I love it. We put the hands together in the chat. Anderson Short's getting wrecked. Anderson, you better not be short. I don't want to do it to you, buddy. But, you know, we're going to have to take you out, my friend. You know, and it's no hard feelings. But, you know, it's no hard feelings but we're going to have to take you out, my friend. Okay? But just understand this. If you hold in spot Bitcoin, your short will go into the liquidity to pump us higher, my friend. And if anyone else is short out there, your liquidity, your short liquidity, right? For all the non-believers of Bitcoin will push us to higher prices. So I thank you. I thank you for putting your shorts in. I really, really do. I really, really thank you for shorting a upwards accumulation.
Where's Bob and Java when you really need them?
I really do. So put your hands together. Put your hands together. I know everyone thinks of FOMC tomorrow. F the FOMC. You know how many FOMCs we had this whole year? What's Bitcoin done the whole year? Up. F your FOMC. All right? Put your hands together and say it with me. Dear Satoshi, I pray for you today to give us 40K. They call me Dr. Seuss because I got so many rhymes with the deuce. I don't know what else. I don't know where I'm going with this. I was trying to do some good thing, but that wasn't really good. Anyways, I kind of feel a little awkward now. Just can't do it, Hoffs. Mike said flip long. Flip long, Anderson. Oh, man. Mike said, why would you short the best performing asset all the time? Yeah, I mean, why would you short the best performing asset all the time? You know, I don't understand either, but you're going to fade Larry Fink. I really can't understand the logic of fading Larry Fink right now. Larry Fink can liquidate every bear in a matter of one blink. You know what I mean? You know, you fade Larry Fink. It is what it is. 37K this week. 37K, that is bearish. That is a bearish target, 37K. That is so bearish, my man. Anyway, Sol, 38.36. We are approaching the 38.75 level.
Strap up. We're going to
We
the
are
moon.
approaching the 38.75 level. The Solana soldiers. Man, the Solana soldiers. There's a lot of FOMO coming in for Solana right now. Just be careful when we take out these two highs, man. The equal highs are always a point we want to take out. What happens after that is the question. Be careful after we take these equal highs of 38.40. But man, we're going for those stops. And the Solana soldiers and the Solana solicitors are out here praying to 38.40, and they will crush the bears. The bears right now are pooping their pants. You see this little poop on the ground? You see that poop on his little bum? He's got a big bum, actually. He doesn't even have a hole. That's how big his bum is. But he's got a big ass bum. See that? The rest of the room has no poop, but the poop will go down here as we got Bitcoin trying to push up. And we got Solana 38.44 on Sol. Soul Sisters. I like the Soul Sisters. That's the flattest butt I've ever seen. It doesn't even have a butt. There's not even any cheeks. There's no cheeks. It's just one blob of butt. One blob of butt. Yeah, man. Look at Soul go, man. Soul is rocking it. Can we take out those highs today? That'd be nice. That'd be really, really nice. You gotta dump it down. Anderson, don't be a bear. Come on, man. Oh, man. Link said, I'm a man. Link, you are not a man. You are a soul sister. That's who you are. You're a soul sister. Hey, sister, soul sister. And I meant soul sister. You know that song? I know that song. All right. All right, guys. The monthly close is 12 minutes away. The monthly close. Is now 12 minutes away. Alex C, where's Bob and Jabba when you really need them? Should we call Jabba? He's not liking this. Let's call Jabba. Let's see what he thinks. Let's see what he thinks about this current monthly close. Let's see what he thinks. Hey, Jabba. Why are you crying, buddy? Why are you crying? No, relax. Why are you crying? Why? What's wrong? What did you do? Oh, come on. Why do you keep shorting? You don't need to use leverage. Why do you keep using leverage? Use leverage for fun. Just buy spot Bitcoin. Oh my God. All right. Come on, man. Come on. I need more money on Bybit. I ran out of Carl's referral link. All the money's gone. I shorted Solana. I listened to all the gurus like Coin Bureau who told me that FTX was going to sell all their Solana and it was going to $1. God, man. I shorted Bitcoin the whole year. Savvy wrecked me. He wrecked me. I didn't buy any. I missed the bull market. I missed it. I'm shorting again. I'm shorting again. This is bullshit. Okay. Oh, man, the life of a bear. You keep shorting. You just keep doing it as a revenge. You do it as revenge. You know, the revenge short is never the way to go, my friend. You can get away with a revenge long, but not a revenge short. Oh, my God. All right. Let's go, man. All right. 34,006. Actually, it seems like the market likes Jabba coming back. It seems like the market likes Jabba coming back. Did Sol break the... Oh, Sol is still sitting at that same level. It's just chilling right there like a UFO. Like a real UFO, not the fake ones they talked about all year this year. Bitcoin, 34,661. Let's go to the hourly. Looks like it is starting to push up. Slowly but surely. It's trying to push back up to the highs. Let's see. That me shorting Solana. Stop shorting. Why do you... I don't understand the logic sometimes of shorting the leader of the horse. At least short the one that looks weak. Shit. You got a short Sol? Oh my God. Come on, man. At least short like freaking Blur or some shit. You know what I mean? Oh, man. All right. 34,670. The bullish accumulation on Bitcoin looks very, very nice, man. I mean, the sellers are just non-existent. Oh my God. The burps are definitely existent, but the sellers are non-existent. Oh, man. Who's selling their Bitcoin? You know, what are we now? I mean, we're only pushing 5 months into that. Who is selling their Bitcoin 5 months before the halving and 3 months before the first ETF deadline? Who is? Who is, man? All I'll say is this. Okay? All I'll say is this. Who is selling their Bitcoin 5 months before the halving and 3 months before the ETF deadline? I am. I'm selling all my Bitcoin. I am. The macro looks bad. Have you seen the stock market? Who cares about Larry Fink? Who cares about Larry Fink? Larry Fink doesn't even know what to think. Okay? That's why he's called Larry Fink. He's an idiot. Larry Fink doesn't know anything. I am a horse guy. I will make a logical decision. Macro look bad. Stock market dumping. I must dump Bitcoin now. Yes, 5 months before the halving. That is a good idea. Yes. I must do it. Things are looking horrible. No one has any... No one has any money right now. None. Literally zero money, but prices are going up somehow. Look at how bullish everyone is on altcoins. Look at all the noobs searching altcoins. Look at this. Look at all the noobs searching altcoins. Look. Look at that little up bounce. All the noobs searching altcoins. It is over. Over. Alright. No, enough. Go back in your stable. You weirdo. Let's see. I think Larry Fink thinks we care. True. 34,673. When Soul outage? I don't know when Soul outage is. Soul's going to $12. Imagine right now, like, Soul has stopped working. And it dumps back down. This would make, like, if there was ever a time for that to happen, like somewhere up here would just make so much sense. It always happens at resistance. Soul has stopped working. It will dump. Let's see. Man. You got some good. Even ETC making a little bit of move. Cool. ETC has been a lagger, man. ETC make a little bit of a move. XRP back above 60 cents. Nothing else really going on. Nothing else really going on in the market so far. Not so far, but Near's catching a little bit of a bid here. Looks like we're going to get Near closing above that bull market support band, which is obviously a good sign. It's closed above the bull market support band twice in the bear, but it has yet to make two closes. So we got basically a couple days for that to happen. Nothing else too much going on. I mean, a lot of pullbacks today. A lot of altcoins pulled back today for the most part, which is good. I mean, you need pullback days, and to get it over with on a day where Bitcoin's actually going to test the highs is actually a good thing. Lets everything kind of reset nicely, really, really nicely, man. For me, like I said, if you guys missed it, I did buy some Near today on the bull market support band reclaim and the lows reclaim, and I'm targeting back up to the range high on good old Near protocol. So that's the one I did get into today because I like the chart. Looking very, very white coffee to me. You know, very, very white coffee to me here on Near. So I like this one. Out of all the layer ones, I think I like this chart the best. And I actually like this. I like Near the project the best out of all of them. Anyways, besides that, it's at 173 bucks. Yeah. Holy shit. 38 to 39K. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Everyone's got a different level. I think it's better to just look at it as a range. I think the next big resistance range is between 38 and 40. Who knows which one it will stop at, but you know, that's probably the next level I'm looking at for the corn, man. Let's see. When ETC pump, that's what I'm saying, Mike. That's what I'm saying, bro. ETC. We saw that ETC fractal. I'm actually curious to see where it is. Oh, we do. It's over here. We actually haven't looked at this in a while. Oh, we are so far behind this thing. Actually, you know what? You know what's funny? If we actually take the lows, right? If we match all these lows, right? So, you know, dude, it's actually the COVID crash makes this not look similar. But if you actually, the COVID crash, if you kind of take the close on the COVID crash, it's a lot of, like the struck, like the where all the peaks are kind of similar, right? Right. So you had the first low here, you moved up, right? You made a second low in here, you kind of came up, you had your little depression phase to the downside. And this is actually when it started to actually move back to the upside. It's kind of crazy. A lot of these charts look very, very similar. I think Doge, you know, we haven't looked at some of these in a while, but like Doge, like time frame wise, if you go to the last cycle and we kind of just take like, you know, the fractal of the highs to the highs, right? We just take Doge's little price action here. We just kind of overlay it over here on little old Doge, right? Time frame wise, you know, from the highs to the lows, this is actually when Doge made a little bit of a run to the upside, right? If we actually do it from the actual Pico low, This is when the COVID crash happened, right? This was the lows, match up the lows. That's the COVID crash. And then we actually started to make our way back up from this point. So, you know, interesting stuff going on in the market right now, I will say, man. I will say there's a lot of charts that already have breaking wyckoffs, but there's a lot of charts that are just entering the bottom phase of the wyckoff now. So I would say this, if you feel like you missed out, you don't need to chase the ones that already move. If you're already in the ones you already moved, perfect. You got your little bull market back. That's great. But if you feel like you missed out on stuff, guys, there's still plenty of charts that look like near, right? That are still basically at the bear market lows and just entering that last kind of spring phase. You know, like you did not miss anything. Near, entering spring phase. Plenty of them, man. AVAX, you can even argue, still kind of in the bottom of that spring phase. DOT, basically just entering that spring phase. There's plenty of charts that if you feel like you missed out on all the ones that have already moved, there's plenty of ones out there, man. You got to do a little digging, man. You just got to do a little bit of digging for them. But there's plenty. Just stay away from... the only one you want to stay away from is BNB. I feel like BNB is going to be one of the worst performers, just because, not necessarily that anything's going to happen to Binance, but just because I feel like that their business, like Binance's business, has just decreased so much because they basically can't be in the US and a bunch of countries are just like saying you can't be here. So I think that's going to hurt Binance a little bit, but man, shit. Clint said, anyone see the, I come here for the cost charts. I stay to wait on the cost charts. Miles, when are we going to get cost a new all-time high, man? It's going to happen sometime soon. I actually want to enter cost, but it's not really giving me the pullback that I want to. It's just kind of sitting at the highs. But like I said earlier, man, sometimes you just don't get the pullback that you want, and it just keeps on rolling. And it's okay, man. There's always the key is there's always another altcoin. If you miss out on one, guess what? There's another one right around the corner, you know? No one watches the Browns. Who watches the Browns? Who watches even if you're from Cleveland, you don't watch the damn Browns. Shit, the only Browns that Cleveland fans are watching is your frickin' poop in the toilet. That's the only Browns you're watching. You know? You ain't watching no Browns football. That's like New Orleans fans watching a Pelicans game. Who watches the Pelicans? You know, no one watches the Pelicans if they're from New Orleans. Maybe if they like Zion, but they ain't watched it because they like the Pelicans. You know, ain't no one doing that. Scotty Swing, my man. What's up, man? Scotty freaking Swing. We got the daily close, the monthly close.
The daily close!
We got every type of close in this bitch. We just closed the monthly. Guys, this deserves the pump it up, okay? Now, we just closed the monthly at 34,655. We have officially closed with the highest monthly candle since May of 2022 and above levels that we were seeing in the 2021 bull. So, Bitcoin has reclaimed a major level. This is honestly, like, you can't really have a better monthly close than this. Obviously, if the candle was bigger, but like it just doesn't get really better than this candle here. So, extremely bullish monthly close. Once again, it's hard to, I mean, if you're a biased bear, okay, but like it's hard to look at this monthly candle and say, I am bearish, right? It's very, very hard just to say, I am bearish, that is the top. I will strongly disagree with you. So, that's what we got, right? Really, really good monthly close. I think that deserves a little bit of pump it up and a little bit of cheers from the Corona fam.
You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, 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 up,
Hello.
don't you know? Pump it
go, baby. I just ate so much of my kids' candy. I'm pumped, all right? Nice, man. You're probably hyper as shit. You are probably hyper as a mother effer. Alpie's here? 69K BTC by March of 2024, baby. Alpie, you were correct. Don't let anyone tell you you weren't correct, Alpie. Right? Because you didn't say which year. You said 69K by March. What they didn't know is you meant March of 2024. That's what they didn't know. March of 2024, baby. Alpie was correct the whole time, baby. Let's go. Alpie, he never said the year. He never said the year. And you guys were shitting on Alpie. Now he will shit on you. He will shit on you. Oh man, I'm seeing a lot of now watch everything dump. I mean, guys, like that's the sentiment that I want. Let me see what you guys are saying in here. Ban hammer initiators initiate the ban hammers. Boom. And he didn't say the planet. Yeah, he didn't say what planet. He did not say what planet. Alpie will have the last laugh. Oh, man. Prickly Preppy, what's up, man? I can't wait to see some of these peeps get so happy when the bull run really takes off. It makes me smile. Of course, man. The thing is, you're seeing stuff move up, but you're really not seeing, like, the real over-exuberance and the real, like, I'm happy. This is really nothing like this. This is cake. It really will be a sight to bewilder when everyone that's here right now will be really, really pumped and pumped to the point where like you're gonna be pumped, but it's not gonna be that pumped. You're like shit, man. Things, this is gonna dump. This is gonna dump. This is gonna dump. Right? You're gonna actually feel pumped, and you're gonna enjoy it. You're not just gonna be like shit. Like this is pumping. Like should I sell? Like what? You're gonna enjoy it. That's going to be the fun part, man. And I think when you still look at the chat and you still see a lot of... I've said this, like it's even kind of the same, right? This whole move up, right? Really since like 27-ish K, it felt different than the other times we tested 30K. The other times we tested 30K, it was over-exuberance, and this time it was a lot of actually... saltiness and sort of no way this ain't gonna happen. Where the other times we all thought we were going way higher, but this time it was a lot of disbelief and a lot of sideline or sort of sayings, So I think once again I still think the majority of the world is offsides Bitcoin. Right? The majority of the world is offsides Bitcoin, and the majority of the world doesn't even know the stuff that's going on with Bitcoin. Majority of the world doesn't know about the halving. You might think they do. I bet 5% of the world knows about the Bitcoin halving. I'm serious. I bet 0.01% of the world knows about the Bitcoin ETF. I bet 1% of the world knows that Larry Fink said that Bitcoin's a flight to safety. The world is underweight this asset, Bitcoin, okay? And here's the thing, you might not believe in Bitcoin. You might be an altcoin maxi. That's fine. With Bitcoin going up brings the altcoin fun, So the narrative is Bitcoin. The narrative that starts every bull run is Bitcoin. It's not the altcoins. Bitcoin starts every bull run. But what Bitcoin brings is the money into the crypto space, right? So with all these narratives happening, I think there's a lot of stuff to be excited about. You just gotta have the conviction and the points to sort of know when to say you're wrong, right? That's always important, but also have the conviction to let it ride, right? Because I've said this multiple times, like even when the prices are moving up, you're gonna have massive soul crushing dumps that you're gonna lose 25-30% of your portfolio, and you're gonna be like, shit, that hurts. But it's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna be doing it together. I think the most important thing this time is, okay, this is just the start or whatever, but most important thing this time is to notice the signs of over exuberance. What's the sign of over exuberance? We know the signs, guys. It's meme coins. Meme coin season. Every meme coin season that we've ever had has been the top, at least the local top for Bitcoin, right? So meme coin season. Friends, family asking about crypto. Okay, friends, family. And then we can use some indicators, like the Pi cycle top is called every top for Bitcoin so far. I'm not totally convinced it's going to do the same thing, but it's done it every time. So Pi cycle top. It's a lot of shit we can look for, right? But the key is we got to respect these things when the time is right. We can't let the greed get to us, right? We have not seen this yet. We have not seen the friends and family ask about crypto over exuberance on Google Trends. You can see that no one's interested in altcoins yet, right? You can see it right here. It's not feelings. It's just based off facts, right? But we know the signs. The key is we want to be the ones getting out up here and not the ones getting in. That's it, right? And we're going to do that over the next couple of years, and we're going to have fun while we do it. We're not going to be Debbie Downers when we're parabolic and we're saying, I'm selling, But anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna go enjoy Halloween. I'm gonna go trick or treating and put my Halloween costume on and go get some chocolate, and I'm actually gonna get some Chinese food. My trick or treat is the Chinese food, General Gao's chicken and crab rangoons. That's my type of candy, right? So I'm gonna go put my outfit on and go get my Chinese food, and we'll see where Bitcoin ends up tomorrow. But right now, like I say, we're just kind of going sideways, and I think ultimately, when you just look at the daily chart, right, you can see kind of like this kind of bullish accumulation here of just higher lows. I think we're gonna see 38 to 40K is the next move, but time will tell. Time will tell, my friends. All right, so I'm out of here. Peace out. Have a fantastic day. FOMC is tomorrow. Everyone's going to panic about what he says again. He says the same shit every time. And guess what, fellas? He's going to do what the CME futures already tells you he's going to do. Just look at the CME futures. It's going to tell you what the rate hike is going to be or not going to be. And he's going to say the same shit he does every single time. The market's going to go, and that's going to be that. But we'll talk about tomorrow at 7. My guess it's going to be another nothing burger. Like every single FOMC since really this whole year. 2022 they mattered. They haven't mattered in 2023. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Later. Peace and love. Catch you guys at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Later.